Going, it's good. Mhm.
Excellent.
Um, COVID, I'm fine. But the timing with you couldn't have been better, Angela,
Oh, I know.
as
I
far as
know.
mortgaging,
I'm so grateful for that. So
refinancing.
thank you for
Yeah.
agreeing to share a little bit about your story with everyone. And what I thought I would do is I just have like about 5 questions that I was going to ask you. And I just thought that
Okay.
we outline a little bit about how we first met and what the life stage you were at that time was. And how we worked together initially. And then I thought that we could discuss how we ended up helping you again, how much money that saved you, and what you've learned throughout the duration of us having the privilege to help each other, and what advice you have for others. So I'll just kind of ask those questions, and then you can answer them and answer them as detailed as you like, and then we'll go from there. And we will be using pieces of it for the show, and then hopefully we'll get some pictures of your gorgeous renovations, and we'll be able
Okay.
to help paint the picture for people to see how we can help.
You bet. We're about halfway through the reno, so the pictures now will be cement, but we'll
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll have them up to you next week.
Yeah, like a
It's
late
looking
one,
great.
like a one before and then a middle and then an
Oh, for
after would
sure.
be great. Yeah, excellent.
Absolutely.
So, Shona, how did you first get introduced to talk to us in the first place from stage one many years ago?
Oh, okay. So very much it was 5 years ago, maybe even six already, and it was a colleague of mine at work who's actually a friend of yours. So we were doing a night shift together, and of course, as night shifts go, we got talking about. I was saying that I was in the middle of looking for property,
Hmm.
and she said, "Oh, well, don't go to a bank. Use a mortgage broker." And so, because of everything was so new to me, anyways, I wouldn't have known either way. So she suggested it, and then she actually said she was a friend of yours, and so I said, "Well, then, fantastic." And when it came to the time, I contacted you.
And what life stage were you in at that time?
So that was the first that was my first purchase. So that was going from renting into my ownership.
Excellent.
But at that
And,
time, I was also with two children.
mhm.
I'm a single mother as well. So we had, so it was just the right opportunity, and we were really fortunate at the time because it was just before the market jumped. I think we bought, and a month later, prices went up by 30%.
You're absolutely right. So you could see, it was such a pleasure to help you that first time because we knew that, of course, almost 50% of your payment was going to go towards principal instead of renting. And as a mother of 2 kids myself, there's nothing that's more rewarding than helping you do it on your own and be able to provide a safe and comfortable place for you and your children.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it was the best thing I ever did
Yeah, we're really
by
excited about
far.
that. And then fast forward a couple
Hmm.
years, and we've continued to keep in touch, and your family has continued to grow, and your needs have continued to change. Upon reviewing your mortgage recently, how much did our team save you by redoing your mortgage?
A lot. Yeah, I would say it was probably close to $2,000 in interest alone
Each
between
and
my
every month.
car. But yeah, because I was doing monthly. But when I first bought, I didn't combine anything, so I still had a car loan, I had a student loan, and so then after the 4 years, so I amalgamated all of the debt with this secondary mortgage.
Mhm. And that's,
Um,
home ownership gives you that opportunity. Before you own a home, you generally don't get those chances. So now, fast forward 4 years, you mentioned the year after you bought, prices went up 30%. They won't always do that. But now you had
mhm.
equity, and using that equity, you can consolidate all your outside debt into a new mortgage, and that saved you over $2,000 a month. What has that allowed you to do, and how has that improved your life?
Oh my God. So the stress is so gone. I mean, I was looking at $3,400 just as a minimum every month. That was the bare minimum. And so now I'm at about $1,600.
It's
And
a
so
significant.
especially with COVID now, I've had my work reduced by 60% as well. So my income's less than half of what it was 3 months ago.
Oh my
Had I
gosh.
not done it when I did, I would have been struggling so much right now. But
Well,
it's completely the opposite. I'm actually so relaxed. And in fact, I'm renovating right now as well.
I know I can't wait to see
So,
your renovation pictures. So that's like the funnest part of it. And also helping with your girls and stuff too. I know as a mom, we always want to do the best that we can to protect our kids and build the best life together while taking care of ourselves. And it seems like, the needs never go away. Something else always comes up. So it's exciting to be a part of the journey, to be able to help with the renovations and help you just protect yourself a little bit, because it's pretty scary when unexpected things like this happen.
well, exactly. And like I said, had the timing, if I would have even waited until another year, I would have, oh my gosh, no,
Yeah,
I don't think we would have been in not a good situation. So
yeah.
no, this has just lifted everything, all of the stress off.
Well, we're so proud to be a part of that, Shona, and I want to thank you for sharing your story with us. I want to thank you for allowing us to be a part of the journey, and I want to let you know that we're really excited to be here for you and to help you continue to plan and save. And as our company continues to grow and as we continue to find new opportunities, you can know that we'll always introduce you to people that we think can help you along your way in the journey. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. And as you know, you can always count on us to be here for you.
Oh, absolutely. And it's been actually, I've been dealing with John over the time, and even 2 or 3 years into it, when I would have the odd question, he's always there. So he's been great as far as responding anything I have questions about. So that's actually been really supportive, just to have somebody that you can contact with.
Exactly. And everybody at our
And
branch
the
is
amount of money that
completely
you guys
aware.
have saved, if you compare, I mean, if you compare what the bank fees are, the rates there are compared to yours, my God, there's no comparison. I don't know
Yeah.
why anybody would use a bank, actually.
Well, Shauna, we only do what we know. And it's not until we go through the experience of understanding the actual numbers and pain associated with making a costly mistake. So, fortunately, you've never made a mistake because we got to start you off on the right foot. We got to help you manage your mortgage and we got to help make suggestions. And now, again, with this new mortgage that you have, we're excited because we know that no matter what comes your way, we have you positioned the best that we can on our end. So we know that we've got you protected there. So that for us is comforting. And, I truly believe that people are only in a position to make these decisions. And it depends on who you're influenced by. Like if you hadn't been working with my friend Kim that night on night shift,
Hmm.
who knows, right? So that's why we love to get
Exactly.
the message out and we love to make sure that we spend the time to educate you on all these things, so we know that if there's someone that you really care about, you're going to make sure that they don't go anywhere else because you want them to have the same type of savings and care that you had.
Hmm. Exactly. Yeah. And so, I mean, well, I definitely recommend you to, whenever anybody I know is purchasing a home, which isn't right now, but for sure,
Definitely. And
it's
if they
such a
have debts
benefit.
outside their mortgage or they want to look at renovating like you are, we can always make sure that they have the best solutions for that as well. And it's a process. When we first started our journey together, when you were first buying your home, when we evaluated the application, we made a couple suggestions on how to best position you so we could get you the best mortgage that was out there. And so regardless of where people are at their life stage or journey, we're here to help and make changes only when it's most advantageous for the individual. So that's an exciting part about getting the introduction, is whatever is the best for you is what you're going to get.
Hmm. Oh, well, and I mean, and John really, when he spelt it out too, it's over the time, for over, oh, I mean, just over the year in moving out of a little bit early of the mortgage, it
Yeah.
saved me so much money. It's
And
so
clarity
much.
is power, right? We can't, when we're like in the thick of it, being a parent, working one job,
I
two
mean, you need
jobs,
these
three
things. You
jobs.
need the car. You need the house. You need what we need.
Yeah.
But no, it sure all came together.
Yeah. And that's
And so
what we,
since then, I mean, and I've even noticed a difference just even in the last, for sure, since, well, I believe we finished everything on March 23rd.
yeah.
So I've noticed a huge difference. I mean, aside from all of the Corona stress and the COVID stress that we have, just myself comfortably,
Mhm.
it's so nice to be able to look down the road and not worry.
Yeah, and not only is the money stress eliminated, but it impacts our overall health. So while there's a significant financial benefit, there's also a significant emotional and physical benefit that we feel.
Hmm.
And what you're sharing with us, that comes along with it as well.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, and just even some, like I said, we didn't have choice with a lot of businesses being closed. And I know some of my other work I do, I didn't really have a choice. It was closed. But when it's not, it's so nice to have that choice that if I'm tired, I can just say no. No, I'm not coming in for any extra work tonight.
Yeah.
Whereas when you had to come up with $3,400 a month, you couldn't say no. So that's given me myself just the power of my own life back.
I am so happy to hear that. I cannot wait to give you a huge hug when we're allowed to do so. That's so exciting. You know, this is why we do what we do. So just to hear you share this and to hear the relaxation in your voice and know the power of choice it gives you, the protection it gives you, and how much it's improved your life has really been so joyous for us. So thank you so much.
Well, and I can't believe all the years that I did rent to throw the money out of the window like that. Wow. you know, but
Well, we're always
but we
here.
live. At least we learned early.
You know,
Not too
and when
late.
it's
So,
time for your kids as well to start thinking about when they get their jobs, we'll help them plan too. We'll help them say, hey, if you
well,
want to buy
exactly.
a, here's how we do it. So for us, we're never not going to be here. Even when your kids start working, it's starting early, right? And we can only make the best decisions again with what we know and by the people that we're influenced by. So you'll always have us to lean on and to even help your kids to start early so they can save, so they can, you know, buy their own home. And we'll always be here for you to help you and make sure you always have this feeling of the power of choice for any ability that we have to control for you. So is there any other advice that you'd like to give to anybody who's tuning into the show or anybody who's listening?
Oh, I would just say don't hesitate to buy the place. And I mean, I think a lot of what prevented me in the beginning was thinking, okay, maybe in the future I won't be living here, or the cost of ownership is too high and the taxes are too high and things might break down and I have to pay. No, 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 no. Don't do the ownership.
Well, we're so grateful for you sharing that. And we're so grateful that, of course, not only you can become a homeowner, but for all the options that it's given you. And to fast forward 4 years later after owning a home and being able to get rid of all your outside debt by breaking your mortgage early and saving over $2,000 a month, and how that just couldn't be at a better time and how it's empowered you is just such an inspirational story. And so I really want to thank you for spending some time with us today and sharing that. And I just want to wish you and your family all the very best. Stay safe and know that we're here for you anytime.
Oh, and I want to thank you too, because you have been so supportive. And like I said, everybody that I've ever reached out to in your group has just always answered everything, and it's been so easy, the process. You've made it so uncomplicated.
Thank
I
you so much.
appreciate
That's,
that.
you know, that's how I've always wanted and thought that financial advice should be. And so when I had the opportunity to create this company 16 years ago, that's exactly what I set out to do. So I'm so grateful. So thank you so much for recognizing that. And as we proceed along and as we get a little bit more comfortable too, I want to let you know that we also have financial advisors as a part of our team that can also see if there's any other savings that you can have, and if there's any other opportunities to help you protect what you've already built. So as once we all get that integrated, I'll make an introduction over an email too, just so you can have a free look to see if there's any clarity that they can give you for any additional savings outside the
Fantastic.
mortgage. Excellent, excellent. Have a great day again. Thank you so much, and we'll
Thank
talk soon.
and
I look forward
and
to
thank
getting
you
into
again,
it.
Angela.
My pleasure. Take care, Shona. Thanks.
Okay, take care. We'll talk soon.
Talk
Bye
soon.
bye.